Naz, do you hear that? Do you hear that?
Wedding bells?
Wedding bells!
Yes,
It's that time of the day that we talk about weddings.
Hey, you got to be careful, because my wife may be watching and I'm already married. You cannot say such things.
Okay, at least for people like me, the singles out there.
There you go, there you go.
You've overcome the finding your partner part, right?
Yeah.
You found a perfect partner you want to spend the rest of life
You've met the
with.
in-laws.
You've met the in-laws. Okay, that's a big part, and you've sorted out the ring. But now comes the event, right? The event. We're going to talk about the wedding itself and how you're going to go about organizing this huge affair. It's actually quite a lot of work, I believe so.
A lot of work indeed. For those who are single, you don't know what you're talking about. But those who've gone through it, sometimes you just go, thank God the wedding's over. I can't remember what I did for the wedding, but thank God it's over, that sort of thing. So for women, they spend a lot of time focusing on, of course, the wedding dress. It's very, very important.
Very important.
And decoration for that perfect
how to make it look pretty and memorable and picture perfect and of course the setting and the venue as well. So we have 3 people from all these different expertise to come on the show and tell us a little bit about how to bring about that most memorable wedding that you ever have in a lifetime.
For women, it's about managing your expectations. For men, it's about getting a clue. So please do pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome on set Chung Kit Seong, Director of Sales and Events, Nikko Hotel. We have Stephanie Ling, Director of Spring Cottage Florist.
And last but not least, Mr. Jovian Mandagi, fashion designer, wedding planner, fashionista extraordinaire.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Thank you
Thanks for coming on the show.
Well, we'll start off with the Hotel Nikko Kuala Lumpur Wedding Fair. That's happening on the 2nd and 3rd of October. So tell us a little bit more, Kit Seong, what can people expect from the bridal fair?
Okay, in this bridal fair, we call it the bridal showcase. Over here, we want to show people what the hotel can do because, again, wedding is very universal. To everyone, a perfect wedding can be different.
Yes, exactly.
A perfect wedding to you can be different to me. So over here, we want to share about what we have done in the past and also in the future, what sort of trend is coming up, what the hotel can cater to different needs. For example, the cuisine, different cuisine that comes in, the different cultural needs. Some people might want to have red color because of certain Chinese belief, prosperity, or modern ones can go even to black color.
Oh, really?
I've seen, new weddings with
Stephanie.
Black and white.
Black and white.
Black and white.
So not ong,
Very
Maybe not for Chinese.
Not for Chinese.
Exactly.
Not for Chinese.
Exactly.
So it's very different. So what we have in the bridal fair, it's the showcase is we're gonna show everyone what the hotel can do, can provide. At the same time, not only about the hotel, but to also provide consultancy. That means we have various people from fashion designers to professional florists, and also we have professional photographers coming along as well.
So Nikko Hotel has actually brought together Jovian, of course, Stephanie, and many other industry experts to come in for these few days of consultation.
Because it's great because it's one stop. You can ask all your queries at one shot. You can get it all answered rather than going searching for one.
You save a lot of time by doing that.
Really?
Yes.
And as how you mentioned, wedding can be a headache sometimes.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
One time enough lah.
If I have Stephanie and Jovian to sort of help things out, then no headache.
Headache one time enough lah. Headache one time.
So we want to make sure everything goes as smooth as possible, as perfect as possible for everyone.
Agreed. And of course, Nikko Hotel caters from the small, intimate weddings right up to the big, huge 5,000 people banquets.
What's the biggest can you do?
We have done about 850 people.
Oh wow, that's
850
huge.
people. We have a nice ballroom with very decent ceiling height, 30 feet. So we can do a lot of decorations with the capacity that we have.
And of course, there are different packages that people can go through.
Correct. Packages, will start in the range of about 1,007. However, we do not want to stop from there. At the same time, we look at your needs. What is important to you? If your needs is more important, maybe in the food and beverage, then we look at how to enhance that. If your needs are maybe on decoration-wise, then we will look at that and we'll do something to make sure that your one-off event comes true.
Excellent. So now the venue options are set. Okay, now the wedding dress. Obviously, the bride's very, very, very eager to find out.
What can she be important.
It's the most important because she's going to wear it. Hopefully once in a lifetime.
Exactly.
She got to make it perfect. So when clients come to you, Joanne, what's the most important thing that you have to inform them? Because they obviously come with a lot of expectations and even ideas.
Exactly.
How do you calm them down?
There are two types of clients that comes to me. You see, one that has lots of ideas, which also they can't make up their mind, and on which one they want to do and which one they want to proceed on. You see, so that's where I come in as an advisor to show that this kind of dress will work on your silhouette, and this kind of dress will not work on your silhouette. And there's another type of client that would come to me with no clue.
No clue. I don't know why.
They will come to me and expect me, Joven, can you work on your magic and think that anything that's nice on me? Then that is the difficult client. You see, because you know why?
They don't know what they want.
That will lead us to a waste of time because I will have to keep on proposing a new, different dresses and things like that.
You like this.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, she will still say, no, this is not the perfect one. You see. So what my advice is always saying that to my client, those who are clueless, to make some homework before they come and meet a planner or wedding designers and things like that.
Maybe a basic style and also the price that you're willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
All right.
And also, just a simple research of what do you like and what you don't like, things like that.
Simple, isn't it?
As simple as
well, not as
exactly.
simple as it seems. but in terms of deco, Stephanie, when people come to you as well, do they come to you, okay, I have a budget of this much, and what can you do for me? Or just like Dovian said, what do I do?
Normally they actually have their own preference on flowers and colors. So we just give them, this is your budget, we'll do as this much. How do you want us to be? They will show us magazine, they will go through what colors and what sort of ideas they wanted. So we just enhance from there. Then we just draw for them. We also draw for them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you actually have a sort
illustration.
Illustration
we
to show
do.
them, yeah?
We do.
So
we bring you to 3D design. That means, whatever we do, we're going to show on how the flowers and how it's going to be at the place.
venue itself.
Wow. And all these services are provided for at the bridal fair?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can come in?
Because we will showcase whatever flowers we're going to have it there. But we will ask you some questions. Then we will have to understand. The same thing that go for clothes and go for anything else as well.
There's a process that you have to go
right.
through
But
step by step.
Now there's 3D imaging and all this. Oh, yeah. My God. This one. Then your wife goes,
Your imagination.
okay, exactly. She actually goes,
No, magazine. Normally they'll come from magazine.
They'll have cutouts coming to you.
Yes.
I want my wedding to look like this.
Yes. That's how they do
like
it.
This. How do you find that? Which works better? You giving them this ultimate reality, like virtual reality, to show them what it is going to be exactly look like, or the old school way, the photos, and then they want you to recreate that.
Oh yeah, they will show me the design. Then after that, we will just give them some ideas. How it's going to look like? This will be better.
Right.
That's how we're going to do it for them.
maybe a bit of advice for those who are about to plan their weddings. What's a big no-no when it comes to floral arrangements?
Big no-no.
Yeah. Is there something that
boleh?
you think that might
Tak
actually
cantik.
on an
difficult.
idea sort of scale that it actually works, but actually in reality it doesn't? Are there situations like that? No. How about wedding
Not on-
dresses? Wedding dresses. Is
Not
that-
on flowers. Not on-
I think in dresses, it's one thing is about colors. Yeah, when you have too many colors in one dress, then it will look very tacky. And a bit of too much of contrast. Say like a black and white dress. You see, for a wedding dress, or black. A white and red dress. See, you can imagine it looks like a Chinese New Year dress. You see? So those are the things. No dresses for bridal.
All right. So as we wrap things up here, maybe a bit of advice from each of the areas of expertise, of course, to manage expectation to about to be married couples. We'll start with you.
Basically, when you search for a hotel, always look at your planning. Number one, to plan how many persons you're looking at. Yeah,
Definitely.
That's where you decide on the capacity.
Right.
Plan your budget right.
Okay. Budget.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Know your budget.
For Jovian.
For dresses, I think you need to understand what is it that you really need. You have to take consideration of where's the venue at. What's the time? Is it going to be a day reception or a night reception kind of thing? You see, and also depending on who are the guests that you are inviting, and also the whole ambience of the decoration that you will have and sit in. You see, so something they don't really put into consideration. Like for example, someone will come to me, Joven, my reception is a garden reception. But at the end of the day, she will ask for a traditional kebaya or a Japanese nikah buyer,
it
then I
doesn't
would
work,
say
yeah.
you will look lost, my dear.
Thank you so much. That's
That's
very
very good advice. Now, last but not least, Stephanie, what's your advice?
For me, it will be very simple. Just know what you want, okay? Because a lot of, I'm sure your wife will know. Okay? one day you might, okay. One day you might want this, okay.
Yes.
The next day when it's reaching, you might want other things.
I see. I see.
Know
That's
what
going to be a
you
big
want.
headache for you.
Budget definitely will be in it as well. in
I
it,
see,
so.
I
I
see.
think you need
Okay.
also to limit
Yeah,
opinions.
that's
When there's so
right.
many words,
Yeah.
too many
Yes.
opinions involved, then people will start
Too
to
many
pick up.
cooks spoil
Same
the
for
soup.
dresses
right?
and
Exactly.
same for...
Exactly.
All right, great
There you go.
advice from our expert panel here.
Absolutely right. Of course, for
Thank you so
more
much.
advice, of course, head down to the Nikko Hotel Bridal Fair. That's happening one more time, 2nd and 3rd of October 2010. Of course,
Don't miss
right
it.
smack in the middle of Jalan Ampang. Absolutely right.
can't miss
Hanson,
it.
are you ready?
Wait, I have to get through those first few stages first. Yeah, jump through those hoops, then I'll jump this big hoop. You know?
You see,
Gasp. On that note, thank you very much.
Thank you very much
Yeah.
for having us.
And we will go for a short break, but when we come back, it's time to wrap up the show this Friday morning. Don't go anywhere.